Hey, church, hope you are doing well today. I've been so encouraged to hear just the enthusiasm from many of you around this new sermon series and us together as a church looking at how Jesus calls us to go out into the world to be salt and light. And as I've said many times, I'm grateful to be a part of a church that recognizes that's our call and is willing to wrestle with what that looks like. So I thank you for that. And I really want to emphasize what I left you with on Sunday, and that is to follow Jesus's command to us to pray to the Lord of the harvest for him to send out workers. And specifically, again, you'll probably hear me repeat this many times, that we want to ask you to pray for forgiveness for us individually and us collectively as a wider church, even that for our failure to go in the past in ways we should have gone, for all different kinds of reasons, but also to pray for compassion, that God would Christ would work in us to generate a compassion for, as he called them, the lost sheep in the world who have no shepherd. He desires to be their shepherd, and that as we see people in the world, even those who may be against us, that our reaction instinctively would be one of compassion, as he had a reaction towards the crowds. And then lastly, that we would pray specifically for people. And I want to ask you to be praying daily even for people in your life, even as close as your own family who don't know Christ. I think this is what God calls us to first do. And then to pray for our own heart of compassion, and then those who Christ has compassion on. Some of us here at Faith have been studying some writings by a guy named Jerry Sitzer, who's a friend of this church. He's been a speaker here before, and he recently outlined some of the ways we might pray for people that we know, and I was encouraged to share these because they really are beautiful, and maybe this will be helpful to you. He encourages us as we pray for people that we would pray, Lord, I give this person to you, make them yours. It's a recognition that people we pray for belong to God, and he loves them more than anybody. That we would pray, Lord, empower me to love them well. The people I'm praying for, Lord, help me to love them well. We would pray, thirdly, help me to be a godly influence on them. Lord, in my interactions with others around me, may I represent Christ well in a way that influences them towards you. Fourth, Lord, give me eyes to see what you are trying to do in the lives of others. Not what I'm trying to do. My agenda does not matter. But Lord, what is it that you're trying to do? Sometimes I know I've benefited from other people recognizing the hand of God at work in my life that I couldn't see. Lord, help us to have those kind of eyes. And then lastly, Lord, enable me to contribute to your work in their lives. However you want to use me, Lord, use me in the lives of people that I'm praying for. When it's time to be quiet and just to love people, use me. When it's time to speak words of good news, point them to Christ, then use me then. I hope those are helpful to you. They've been helpful for me as I pray for people around me. Sunday, we're going to start going through chapter 10 of Matthew, and I would encourage you to read the whole chapter this week before you come. I'm actually going to encourage us to do that every week and to really marinate in the things Jesus is teaching here. Is what I said is, I think, a blueprint for how we as his disciples are to go into the world. I hope you will rearrange things Sunday to be with us in person in worship, and as we continue to look at these things together. Grateful for you wherever you are today. I pray you would sense the love of God as your Father, the grace of Christ, his Son, and the presence of the Spirit. Peace.